came here in 1996 with an organization called One World Global Education. And at the time, it was a really progressive organization that wanted to introduce Canadians to people throughout the world that live differently, and was unique in that so many organizations go with a mindset that we know better.
Right.
And this they challenged dramatically. Our goal wasn't to come to Ghana and teach or to say we know better or anything like that. Our goal as the organization was to come and learn, to learn from,
Wow.
and to allow that to change us.
Wow.
So that's where it started.
I see. It's been a different story for many others, who come in here. They come to, teach, they come to take and do whatever they want to do. But in your case, it's different. You were coming here to learn.
Yes.
What was the purpose of doing that?
I think that we don't create a world that we want unless we do that kind of thing. Right. I think it's critically important that we learn from each other. And if I bring a mindset that I already know better, I'm going to limit my capacity to growth. I'm going to limit your capacity to growth. I'm going to limit the capacity that we can grow together. So I think that mindset is an old mindset that we need to challenge. Right. And sadly, a mindset that it still exists, but limits us. So that was the whole intent of the organization.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious about 1996 and 1997. Right. Take us through the journey. When you first go to Ghana, where did you move to? What were you doing? Tell us all about it.
Yeah. So we did a bunch of different things, but what I'll focus on is I came as a part of a group of 12 Canadians, and our intention, as I said, was to learn from, right? So we spent half of my group, half of our time was in Tamale. Okay. And not just specifically Tamale. For me, it was a village outside of Tamale named Cheshe. Okay. And so I lived in the village of Cheshe for about 2 months, roughly. And then after the midpoint in the program, myself and the other Canadians went to different places. For me, there was a period of time that I went up to Jenga, a little north of Tamale, and I did some well digging with an organization called Northern Empowerment Association for a period of time. And then after that, I came down to Accra, and I did some volunteer work with street kids. Okay. So it was a 2-part program. But the first part was, it's not about doing. And this is a critical thing, is that if you come with this expectation you're going to do and do for, then you're not necessarily leaving room for learning from. So it was really about learning from, gaining an understanding, a cultural understanding, which happened in Tamale and Cheshe. And then after that, even the volunteer work, to be perfectly honest, I don't know the cultural context. And even though I was learning and appreciating it more and more, the different layers of it, I think it was really, for me, with the street children, accompaniment. Okay. And just spending time with. Okay. But if you don't know the cultural understanding, how can I be a significant impact in terms of the operational manner of how this happens?